Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to talk about my favorites for the month of January because somehow the month is almost over. I did not have a favorites in the month of December, and I think it's because I was very busy doing my yearly favorites. I have lots of different videos containing my favorite skincare discoveries, makeup, most worn makeup, perfume. Like I did a lot of those. So I just kind of skipped over my monthly favorite for December. I do not have, but like technically one makeup thing. I have a couple fragrances, a couple skincare, and a hair care. I mean, I'm not going to pick things out and act like they're my favorites if they're not. I'm not going to inundate a video like that. These are truly just my favorites. And some months I have way more than others. And this just tends to be a little bit of a slim month. So I will start out with my makeup favorite. And it is actually a palette. Now, I did my top 5 most worn go-to eyeshadow looks a couple weeks ago. And to kind of keep the end result a little bit consistent as far as the face makeup went, I did use the same kind of face palette for my highlight and blush each time. And I actually had a couple of people reach out to me on Instagram and ask me what it was. And I do think this was limited edition, but you can still get it a couple of places. It's the By Terry Brightening CC palette in the shade Beach Balm. So this is it right here. It has, I kind of think this is more of like a powder, but I have been using it as a very, very faint highlight. It's what I have on my skin today. I've really been enjoying it. I like just the subtleness of it. And then these two blushes right here, I have this peach one on today. And then this is kind of like a bronzer color, but I'm going to tell you, I love this as an all over wash of color on the eyes. It has been, I guess I could say, a go-to for that lately too, is I will just use this all over the lid and in the crease, and then I will pop an eyeliner on, mascara, and that's it. Very flattering color on my skin tone and eye color. But it's just a go-to palette. It's very kind of all-in-one for me. Again, I like how subtle this highlighter is, and the two blush shades are very pretty. And it's just easy. It's easy. It's been very easy for me to just pick up a couple of palettes and do my makeup quick and be done. And this is definitely the one I've been reaching for the absolute most the past couple of months. Now, the bronzer, my favorite bronzer by far, is still the Jouer Duo Bronzer that I talked about in my November favorites. I honestly don't know how I haven't hit pan on this light color. And I said I only have one makeup product. I'm talking about this because I have been using it this past month with this Sephora 80 brush, which I used in a, I think, was it my full face of nothing new video that I posted this month? I'm not sure, but I did use it in one of the videos you can see. But I personally love how large this is. If you have a very tiny face, you're not going to like the size of this bronzer brush. But I like it because I can just stipple it on right here, get exactly where I like to have it. And then I will kind of hug my cheekbone, and it places the bronzer a little bit higher than I normally wear it. And I feel like it's been giving me a lifted look, and I don't have to spend a lot of time because it's so large. It is like one time over the cheek and I'm good to go. I have all the bronzer that I need. It's soft, but it's not too soft. It's not too fluffy. It's not too dense. It's perfect. Really have been enjoying this along with the Jouer bronzer, but I have used it with other ones and it's great with those as well. So that's all for makeup, believe it or not. I'm going to talk about a skincare product that I'm not going to touch on too much because this was not a cheat because I got it in 2022, but I did include it into my favorite discoveries and I have not stopped using it since I got it. And this is from, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's Osea or OC, OSEA. And it's the Advanced Protection Cream. And it's a white cream, so I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. But I've used a pretty good chunk of it since I've gotten it. And I love this stuff. I love it. I have not used it during the day, so I can't say how it, sits under makeup or under SPF. But I love this as a nighttime cream. It really has helped my flakiness from my tretinoin use. And I just feel like it's really helped keep it at bay. It's not too thick. It sinks in very, very well, but it's still very moisturizing. It's not so thin that it sinks in so well. And then I feel like I didn't even put a moisturizer on. It's so nice. Now, I did not try the older version of this. They have since reformulated this and they did send me this. but I said in the discoveries that I will be repurchasing this when I am done with it because I love it so much. I love the feel of it. There's not really any scent to it that I can smell. It's cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, and it comes in a 1.9 ounce jar. I love it. I just love it. And since I have gotten it, I've not used any other moisturizer at night. So that's saying something. Now, even though that is definitely they sent me 3 things, and that is definitely my favorite out of the 3. I've also really been enjoying the Ocean Cleanser. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. This is a very moisturizing cleanser, cream type cleanser, but y'all, the scent is divine. I don't even know what it is. It's this clean, it reminds me of my Nana's bathroom in Florida. Like she had a pool and she had a door to her bathroom off the pool. So that's where we would always go in after we got out of the pool to kind of take a shower and get cleaned up. And it smells like that to me. It just brings me back and it smells so good. I love it so much. And I do enjoy how it cleanses the skin. So while I'm not like drop what you're doing and go buy this, I did want to mention it because I do enjoy it as a cleanser. A hair care product. And I have been using this for probably a couple of months now and I can't tell. Yeah, I can tell. I've only used about this much. So a very good friend of mine who I work with a lot on weddings, but I consider her not just a colleague. She is a friend. She is a phenomenal hairstylist and she's a trainer for Kerastase. So one of the weddings we worked a few months ago, she brought me this bag full of Kerastase products and this has been my favorite out of that bag. Now I'm still using my Hyel shampoo. They actually came out with a conditioner that I'm going to talk about once I try it more because I've only been trying it for about a week and I still use the serum and everything from Hyel. Absolutely love. But this is the Kerastase Discipline Fluidicime, and it says complete anti-frizz care for all unruly hair. I think we can clearly see that I don't have unruly hair. This is what my hair looks like when I get up, when I go to bed, all throughout. Doesn't matter what the weather is. I have very straight, very blah hair, so nothing really happens to it. But I have been using this as kind of like a leave-in conditioner and detangler and heat protectant, which is what she told me to use it as, and I love it. I have often been just using my shampoo. It smells really good too. Just using my shampoo, and then I will get out and use this as my actual conditioner, but it also protects my hair from heat. It gets out all of the tangles, but it's not heavy. So if you have like super fine, very flat or tends to be very flat, very easily hair like I do, and maybe you feel like no conditioners work for you, then you might want to give this a chance because I really like how it works. Now, I don't go without conditioner every single time. I wash my hair twice a week. So what I will do is I will not use conditioner one time a week and use conditioner another time. However, when I use conditioner, I still use this as a heat protectant and it's not too much. It just adds another layer of kind of smoothness and moisture to my hair while also adding the heat protectant before I go in and blow dry it. So I can use this without a conditioner, with a conditioner. It works every single time. Really, really been enjoying that. I don't do a ton to my hair, so I don't often bring new hair products to y'all that I have been loving, but that one I've been using since probably the very beginning of November, and I love it. Okay, that is it except for 2 fragrances that I'm going to talk about. One of them was sent to me, and one of them I purchased. Now, let me talk a little bit about fragrances being sent to me. I think a lot of people have issues with creators like myself talking about fragrances that were sent to me or sent to them because they think that we're automatically going to give rave reviews for something. I have had fragrances sent to me that I just don't talk about because I don't like them, and I'm not going to bash a brand because fragrance is extremely subjective. But I also have fragrances that are sent to me that I have previously sampled and decided, yes, that I liked, and then said, sure, you can send it to me. Please rest assured that I'm giving my honest opinion on everything that I talk about. This is no exception. Twisted Lily gifted me this, and it is the newest launch from Etat Libre d'Orange. Y'all. Libre d'Orange. Ooh, I think that actually kind of sounded good. And this is Frustration. I have a full sample set from this house. I like some of them. I don't like some of them. I think this is probably my favorite one out of all of the ones that I've smelled. There are some that I actually really do like and are full bottle worthy, but this one immediately, when I sampled it, I fell in love. This is a woody, vanilla, nutty, balsamic type of ambery fragrance. Okay, it's not floral, it's not light and airy, definitely unisex. And this has some of my favorite notes in it, including rum. That's on the top. It also has cumin on the top, which I'll talk about. Cinnamon, vanilla, labdanum. It has chestnut, vetiver, and I believe like an ambroxan type note on the base. And I'm going to tell you, this is one that when you first spray it is going to be like, no. Okay, and that's the cumin coming out. Cumin can sometimes smell very animalic. It can smell kind of sweaty sometimes. It's not necessarily the best note in some formulations, but there's a reason it's put in there because I think it does work well with other notes once you give it a chance to kind of even out. And once this evens out, which is all of 5 minutes or less, truly, it is such a beautiful chestnut-based woody fragrance. I smell the cinnamon more than I smell the rum. And it's not necessarily something that I would put my nose to and be like, oh, that's cinnamon. It just comes across more of like a spice note in general. Some people have said that this is similar to By the Fireplace because it has that chestnut note in it, which is not too normal. Like you don't see it in a ton of fragrances. I don't think this is like By the Fireplace. I think this is actually a little bit smoother than By the Fireplace. Not as loud. It dries down with a little bit more vanilla, in my opinion. And it's a very cozy scent. Definitely, again, unisex. Not something that I would wear in the summer, maybe on a cool spring night. But once that heat comes out, it's not going to work that well on me, I don't think. But it's definitely one to get a sample of if you like that kind of woody, vanilla, rich, spicy, comforting type scent. Because that's what I get from this. And I love it. And then the next one I purchased, and it looks like a lot has been used because I purchased it from someone as a partial. And I talked about this in a look. I think it was my Ready With Me Using Nothing New. This was new. This is from Perfume Aroma and it's Alba. So I'm not going to talk a ton on this if you saw this, but apparently I have a theme of what I'm liking lately because this is also a nutty fragrance. This is hazelnut. It also has violet in it, almond, sandalwood, and amber. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. What I get most is like the violet, the powderiness of a violet mixed with the hazelnut and almond. Those are the three that I get the most. Again, the violet and the almond give it this kind of powdery touch, but you also get the hazelnut. I'm typically not a huge hazelnut lover. I definitely don't like the taste of hazelnut or anything that's flavored with hazelnut, but I really like how it smells in certain fragrances, and this is one of them. This is definitely more feminine than the one I just talked about, and I would say it's a little bit prettier. It's definitely one that I could wear year round. It's Perfume Aroma, so it's very heavy in oil concentration. You do not need a lot, and it will last you all day. It is so pretty. If you like powdery scents, if you like a little bit of a nutty undertone. Oh, y'all, this is so pretty. It's a little bit similar to Mancera Choco Violet. However, you don't have any of the synthetic type of notes or vibes that sometimes come off of Mancera fragrances. And this is not as sharp. It's a little bit smoother and a little bit dialed down, but it's very, very, very pretty. And definitely one that is perfect for spring especially. But again, I'll be wearing it all year round. So that is it. That is the culmination of my favorites from the month of January. As always, I want to know what your favorites were. So be sure and put those down in the comment section. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.